Hello, hi, I'm Alex Christodoulou, and this is Leanne Tepper, and we're the owners of the TownHouse Restaurant in Oviedo. We've been the owners for about 14 years, and we've been together for about 15 years.
About 15 years. Nice you remembered.
You be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my sweet Valentine?
A lot of things. We like a lot of things. We do things together. I remember when back many years ago, we went to try something that we never done before, and we tried sailing. So we took a sailing trip, and we tried to learn how to sail, and we loved it ever since.
Just to clear the story up, I've known how to sail my whole life. I'm going to throw that out
but
there.
not together.
It was a learning curve learning to sail with Alex because he likes to follow the rules, and it was kind of precise, and he had an idea about where we were going to go instead of just where it was the easiest to get to.
But the bottom line is that
it was a fun time.
We loved it, and we've been doing that a lot in the last 15 years. So we like to go sailing, and we have a good time together.
We like to drink mimosas on the patio too. I think, our love of mimosas is maybe the glue that holds us together, possibly.
We actually like to drink other things too, like wine. That's one of the things we do quite often. We go out and have dinner together, different places.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mostly
like
the
to have,
townhouse.
we like to have wine, whether we dine in here or somewhere else or at the house. We enjoy having a glass of wine with dinner, and we talk about it.
You be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my sweet Valentine?
I like crafts, and as much as I try to get Alex on board to like crafts along with me, he enjoys them, but he doesn't love crafts the way I do.
No, I could never get into it. But I'm glad that I always try to support her in her crafting.
He does.
In fact, she was just making a special room for her right now to do crafts, and I was trying to work with her to select the colors today. So. We also don't like cooking together. It doesn't work. We like eating together. We like planning
like eating
together. But when it comes to cooking, it's like one person has to drive the bus. That doesn't work otherwise.
We might have had a few bites in the kitchen with a couple.
You be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my sweet Valentine?
A lot of things, actually.
What have you learned from me, honey?
Well, I mean, I learn things every day. Like for example, even today, I learned something when we were discussing about the paint. You asked me what color I would like to have to see the room, but she was not really asking about my opinion. She was asking what color I thought she would be happy with. So it was a different way of thinking, and I learned that. Because she wanted to see my view as to what kind of where I thought she would be happy. Because she knew that, but she wanted my opinion too. But I want to something that I really learned from Leanne. I mean, if we go back through all the years, she had this attitude about life, always about let's do things that would be fun together. I always looked at things a little bit more serious. Look at the business, for example. I always would focus on what is the thing that we can do to make the business successful. Leanne would look, what are the things we can do that we can have fun and also have the business
Mostly have
successful,
fun.
Mostly have fun, and that really was a new way for me to look at things, and it was great. Opened my eyes. How about you?
Well, I learned from Alex that, I've never been a detail person. I'm kind of like, I'm the forest person, he's the trees guy. But I really have learned from him that if I mind the details a lot more carefully, that the outcome is better. Like if I fold the clothes right away, I'm happier at the end because I don't have to do them again. I don't have to rewash them. Or if I make the bed every day, then the bedroom's lovely every day. And those are kind of details a lot of details that I always let slide. But I do find that if I look after the details, I'm better off. It was a good lesson.
You be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my sweet Valentine?
I should be the one giving advice because I'm the one that's usually given advice. Well, I'm the mom. Hello. It's true. I think the best advice is to support each other in your dreams and your crazy ideas. If the partner has a crazy idea, run with it. Alex was like 14 years ago. He says to me, "Why don't we buy a restaurant?" And I was like, "Okay." I mean, I'd never even worked at a restaurant before, and it was just sort of out of the blue. But it was a crazy idea, and I picked up and ran with it because it was his idea. Whenever I have a crazy dream, I had this dream that I was going to paint a rainbow sidewalk, and Alex was like, "Okay," and he got a paintbrush and helped me. And I think that's supporting the partner's dreams and crazy ideas and responsibilities to the fullest extent that you possibly can. I think that's really the key.
Yeah, I agree. There are a lot of things. We're all individuals. We grew up in a certain way, and we have our own expectations and things we like. But to be together, first it has to be love. It has to be love, and it makes everything work. But then also
It's so romantic.
You have to try. Look at what she likes, and see what I can do to do things so she can have a good time and I can have a good time, and do things together. That's important. And try and do things together all the time.
The other thing I learned is to learn to cook a really good Greek meal, and that keeps him pretty happy too.
That's a good advice. Meals are good.
Be mine, won't you be mine? Won't you be my sweet Valentine?
Well, happy Valentine's Day, and happy Valentine's Day, Oviedo. Enjoy the day and love each other.
Give me a kiss.
I will sing because you're beautiful and all that you are. Like a clear night sky, graced by a shooting bright star. So won't you be mine? Won't you